Hey, you're back already. Aren't you keen? I love it. Now, before I get started with this course, I wanted to talk you through a few things. And these things, they might seem obvious and they might seem simple, but they really are important. And they're important to make sure you're getting the most value out of this course and also to make sure that you're in the right place. Now, with this course, I'm making a few presumptions. I'm making a presumption that you know how to use WordPress, that you've used it before. Maybe you're like a total rock star, or maybe you're new to it, as long as you know the basics, because those things I'm not teaching here. And what do I mean by basics? Well, I presume that you know how to install WordPress, how to create pages and posts, and upload images, activate plugins, those sorts of basics. So what I'm teaching here is an end-to-end process of building websites with Oxygen, not that WordPress stuff. Now, I'll be showing you some of those things. We'll be creating some pages together, but it's not really going to walk you through step by step. Again, this is a course about building websites with Oxygen. Now, another presumption I've made is that you're here to learn about custom builds. Now, if you want to use pre-made design sets and templated designs, that's totally fine. But this isn't a drag and drop, done already for you design course. This is something to teach you how to build custom designs. There's nothing wrong with using those design sets, but if that's what you want to do, this might not be the right course for you. Now, speaking about design, this isn't a design course. I will be showing you a few things. I'm going to walk through the design and you'll get a look at my process. I'm going to actually show you how to edit the design in XD. Not a full XD course, of course, but enough to get you started with customizing the things that I've created. And while we're walking through the build, I'll sort of highlight the ways that I work and some of the best practices, so you'll start to absorb some of that design knowledge. Now, there are a couple of other things, and these are really obvious, but these are things that you're going to need to be able to do this course. One of those things is Oxygen. Yep, that's pretty obvious. I recommend you get either the agency or the ultimate bundle, because we want you to have the Oxygen that gives you Gutenberg, because we're using that in this course. Now, another thing you'll need is somewhere to actually build the site. So you might have hosting online, or maybe you're doing it locally with MAMP or local or whatever. It doesn't really matter, as long as you have somewhere to actually run a WordPress site so you can follow along. Now, there's one last thing that I have to mention, and that's plugins. But that is a really big topic, so much so that I've dedicated a whole nother lesson to it. So click complete, and I'll see you in the next one.